Good morning. I'm Miss Phyllis, and it's time for the children's message. This morning, I'm going to tell you a story from 1 Genesis, chapter 1. It's called In the Beginning, written by Shara Gunther. In the beginning, there was no earth or sky, or sea or animals. And then God spoke in the darkness, "Let there be light." And right away there was light, scattering the darkness and showing the infinite space. "That's good," said God. "From now on, when it is dark, it will be night, and when it is light, it will be day." The evening came, and the night passed, and then light returned. That was the first day. On the second day, God made the earth, and over it he carefully hung a vast blue sky. He stood back and admired his creation. "That's good too," said God, and the second day was over. The next morning, God looked around and thought, the earth needs to be a bit more organized. So he put all the water in one place and all the dry land in another. When he finished that, God made plants to cover the land. Dandelions and daffodils appeared. All sorts of trees and grasses began to grow. "It looks great," said God, and that was the end of the third day. On the fourth day, God looked around and thought, the daylight still needs a bit more work, and the night is just too dark. So he made the sun to light the sky during the day, the moon and stars to add a bit of sparkle to the night. He hung them in the sky and stepped back to look at his work. "This is coming along very well," said God. The next day, God turned his attention to the water he had collected in the oceans. "I want these water teeming with life." As soon as he said it, it was so. In no time at all, there were millions of small fish swimming in the ocean. God made birds, too. He sent them soaring through the air. "Ah, that is good," said God. The dusk fell over the water, and the sky grew dark, and that was the end of the fifth day. On the sixth day, God added creatures to the land. He made lions and tigers and bears. He made goats and sheep and cows. He added everything from ants to zebras to the land. But he still felt something was missing. So God added mankind to enjoy and take care of all that he had created. God looked around and was happy with all he had made. After 6 days, the whole universe was completed. On the seventh day, God had a nice long rest and enjoyed looking at all he made. I have an assignment for you. This week, if you have a chance, go out in your yard or go for a walk with your mom and dad and see how many things that you can find that God has created. Draw a picture or photograph what you find and send them to Pastor Brenda so that they may be shown to the congregation. Let us close in prayer. God, you are so great. You make springs of water gush into the valleys, and animals drink until they are full. Birds of the air build nests in the trees and sing from the branches. You cause grass to grow for cattle. You cause plants to grow so that people can produce food. The high mountains become a home for the wild goats and badgers, burrow among the rocks. The moon keeps track of all the seasons, and the sun knows when it is time to set. You make animals who come out at night and people who come out during the day. What an amazing world you have made, dear God. There are more creatures than I can count in the sea. All creation looks to you. You are so good. I raise my voice in praise for you. Amen.